Good afternoon, profitable traders. Welcome to the New York market session, which is just going to be a recap of everything we analyzed during the London market session. I'd like to kindly crave my indulgence to share the link to this session with everyone on your various social media platforms so that we can get access to what we have ongoing here. This is just going to be a recap, like I mentioned earlier. Right. So I will be analyzing the DXY USD, Euro USD right after that. Then we'll be analyzing gold and yen basket. We'll just head straight to today's business. On the weekly time frame, we'll be looking at the point of interest over long term, of course. So once I see price breaking the high right here, I will continue longing DXY. But for now, and of course, you know where we are longing to. This left shoulder is siding right here. Left shoulder is signing right here at 107.581. And down to the daily time frame, that's what price has for us. Most recent price action actually bullish, right? Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, coming down here, we can identify that the manual structure is to the downside. We've seen price even breaking lower. So coming down to the 1-hour time frame, of course, after establishing all of this is what I'm seeing right here. 1-hour time frame. Shoulder has 98.858. Sweeps the upside, goes to the downside. This is what we want to see price do. We want to see price return right back into this left shoulder. And once price gets there, I am more than willing to sell off the DXY. And let's see what the 15 minutes time frame has for us. Pretty much a different point of interest, so to say, right? This is where the left shoulder is for the 15 minutes time frame, and this is where the fair value gap is right here. So, you know, we're actually looking out for the point of interest earlier today during London markets color session. We're looking for entries rather. So this is what I'm looking out for price to do. For price to retreat right back into this left shoulder in 15 minutes time frame, and then I'm willing to short the DXY. Down to Euro USD, let's see what price is saying on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, I'm seeing right here. We want to see price retrace right back into the left shoulder at 1.06763, and down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we saw price retrace right back into this IUFED fair value gap to the right as to the left, and you're seeing some moves to the upside, and we will even see price. We will see price clear this high. The high residing right here at once was 16571. So for our time frame, I know structures to the upside, establishing this and seeing that we haven't seen any, we haven't spotted a break of structure to make us change our bias from a buy down to a sell. We'll just keep looking out for buy opportunities. On the 15 minutes time frame, I'm looking out for entries, right? If it is not so obvious, it's dubious, but I can actually spot one here, shoulder, right? Sweep, break, return right back into this level. There's even a fair value gap right here, right? So we will see price returning right back into the left shoulder right here, right? Once price retraces and returns into 16256, I'm willing to buy Euro USD. And for GBP USD being last on the list, weekly time frame, same thing. We want to see retracement right back into 1.34920. That's right back into that level. The daily time frame is heavily bearish, right? We're seeing more bear moves on the daily time frame. But on the 4-hour time frame coming down here, we're seeing that final structure actually bullish, right? Price has cleared this high. The high right here at 1.31784. So we're just going to be looking out for short-term buy entries. On the 1-hour time frame, I can't spot any yet. Down to the 15 minutes time frame, let's see what price has for us, there's no entry yet. And in the 5 minute time frame also, there's equally none yet, except for this that played out shoulder, sweep break, return right back into this left shoulder, and we're seeing price buying from up that point. So this is just a recap. And of course, we're actually looking out for entry positions. And coming down to the New York session, we got to spot some. Right, this will be the end of my own session. We'll be going on a short break, and after that, we'll be having Lekon coming up for his recap on gold and yen basket. So do not go anywhere. We want you to stay put, and we'll be back shortly.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Market Follow brought to you by the Value Trading Team. And that was an insightful analysis from Cynthia. So let's quickly move into what we have so far on the precious metal this afternoon, of which after then we'll be going straight to Japan to see the outcome of our analysis this morning on the yen basket and the yen correlated pairs. All right, for this week, we established that the precious metals seem to be more bullish, right? And on the daily time frame, we've seen how that price retraced back into our POI for the sell since yesterday, and the sell has been selling so far. All right, so on the 4 hour time frame too, we've seen price pushing all the way to the downside. So this morning, our expectation on the lower time frame was that we want to see how that price take out liquidity from this point. Then we see any pullback, we can easily follow through and sell further. But now that our Asian session was within this range and London taking out the low of yesterday, so what we should expect now is New York traders price all the way to the downside a bit this month. So we should see mid New York due to retracement before the sell, but the overall trend still remains that we want to see price sell all the way to the downside, because from the 4 hour time frame, every way leads to the downside on the precious metal. All right, so that is that on the precious metal, both on the higher time frame and also for the lower time frame. Let's quickly get to Japan to see what exactly is going on the yen basket. For the yen basket this morning, we've been expecting a bullish to see how that yen basket, buys back all the way to the upside, because we already see price traded into our POI. Like I said this morning, if you find this particular level on your time frame, particularly on the 1 hour time frame, is sometimes last year you refine all through to that level, you are going to see that price came for a shoulder then, and now we are seeing price pull it all the way back up. So moving forward for the yen basket, we are expecting a bullish yen even into next week. So that simplifies for us on the yen correlated pair. It simply tells us that we are expected to see a sell on the yen correlated pair. And just as we said this morning, that we are seeing some level of divergence on the yen basket, which also is showing up on the yen pair. Now, what does that mean? We are seeing the yen basket creating a lower low on the daily time frame, while the GBP GPY yen correlated pairs is not creating any higher high. So that is telling us that is massively. So this morning, our analysis this morning was that we are expecting price to all the way into this 15-minute shoulder level, and we will start seeing the sell all the way to the downside. Or if price gets here and it did not give a sell signature, then we see it pull a little bit back up. But immediately after the session, we see how that the news came out and there was a straight move all the way to our POI, which is this order block here. And you can see how the price reacted from that level to the downside and delivered the 1:3. All right. So now what exactly are we still expecting for GBP, GPY? For this New York session, I'm still expecting a very clean sell in more, all right, because price already tested this shoulder level. So what I'm expecting to see now for the New York session is if for any reason there's a pullback, then we're going to be selling the GBP, GPY at this particular point, especially at the fair value gap on that beneath that order block, which is this, as you can see, this order block, and this is the fair value gap just within that level. So this is going to be another POI for the set of GBP, GPY somewhere here, and follow through all the way to the downside. Now on the higher time frame, where are we selling GBP, GPY to? We are selling GBP, GPY all the way to this particular zone that you'll be seeing now. We expect GBP, GPY to sell all the way into this level. And when price get there, then you can now see some level of reaction, either a ranging market or a little bit pullback for the massive sell to continue. Because the overall trend that we are expecting to see on GBP, GPY is for it to come and clear all these diagonal with the T. All right. So the sell of GBP, GPY, probably this is the beginning of the sell pattern anticipating for a long while this year. All right, so that is that. And lastly, for Euro GPY, we have similar pattern showing up on Euro GPY, and on 5 minutes, just as I said this morning, that if we see a market structure shift, and now there's already a market structure shift this morning, which is this particular one, and we see how that price pulled all the way a little bit back up to the upside. But I was expecting that price is going to, tap into this order block. I don't know if I have a pending order somewhere at this order block, but price only came for this liquidity and began to sell all the way to downside. But GBP, JPY delivered as analyzed. So what exactly are we looking for on Euro JPY? For Euro JPY, I'm still of the opinion that price is most likely still going to come back for this liquidity that we have at this particular level. Then we can now begin to short Euro GPY back up, right? So this is the outlook for Euro GPY because we have the liquidity there. And as a matter of fact, I'm seeing another robust pattern forming gradually because this is a sweep of liquidity, which is also a clear of Asian high. And now we've seen a very clean break of the Asian low. So there's high probability to see a pullback to this level. If not today, because today is the last trading day of the week, we may see that happen during the Asian session or the London session on Monday. So let's put our eyes on this and also trade cautiously because today being the last day of the week. If there's no further question, this is going to be the end of the analysis brought to you by the Value Flow Trading team for this week. Till we meet again next week, Monday by 8:30 a.m. Remember, weekends are meant for backtesting and studying clearly and also preparing yourself for a profitable trading week. So meet again 8:30 a.m. on Monday. Make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy. I'm Lekon Shiemi. Cheers and